Hello students, this video is prepared for class 7 students. As per the English syllabus, we have to start with the second chapter, Govinda's Disciple by Rabindranath Tagore. Now let's go through the poem and analyze it in detail. Far below flowed the Ganga, quick and clear, above front the jutting bank. Hills dark with the woods and scarred with the torrents were gathered around. In the first stanza, the poet is visualizing the movement of the river Ganga. You see, far below flowed the Ganga. And the phrase quick and clear, which shows the current and the pure water of the river. And just above the river, we can visualize the extended bank or shore. That is the jetting bank, and the phrase front the jetting bank shows that the shore of the river seems to be in a gloomy state or in a frightened state because of the intense flow of the river Ganga. And in the second line, the hills are seemed very dark because they were covered with woods. Woods means thick forest, and also scarred means marked with cuts or scar. The hills are cut by the swiftly flowing river, which is mentioned by the word torrents. Now let's get into the second stanza. Govinda, the great teacher, sat on the rock reading scriptures. When Raghunath, his disciple, proud of his wealth, came and bowed to him and said, I have brought my poor wealth unworthy of thy acceptance. Dear students, you can see the word bought in the text. Bought, and change it into brought, B-R-O-U-G-H-T. I have brought my poor wealth. Okay. And let's explain the meaning of this stanza. Govinda Singh, one of the founders of Sikh religion, and this great master is sitting on a rock on the bank of the river Ganga and reading a religious book. You see, scriptures, which means religious books. At this time, his wealthy disciple Raghunath came to the master with a gift, then bowed before the Guru, which shows his respect, and requested to receive the gift. Otherwise, the precious gift would be unworthy. You got the meaning of the stanza? Now let's write the third stanza. Thus saying, he displayed before the teacher a pair of gold bangles studded with costly gems and emeralds. The master took up one of them, twirling it around his finger, and the stones darted shafts of light. By saying so, Raghunath showed a pair of gold bangles decorated with gems and pearls before the master. And seeing the bangles, the master took one of the bangles and started twirling it around his fingers. These two stanzas are very easy to follow, that's why I am doing it fast. Okay? If you have any doubt, you can ask later. Now, next stanza. Suddenly it slipped from his hand and rolled down the bank into the water. Raghunath jumped into the water. The teacher set his eyes upon his book, and the water held and hit what it stole and ran its way. Suddenly, you see, the costly bangle slipped from the master's finger and fell into the strong current of Ganga below. When the bangle fell into the river, Raghunath jumped after the bangle to retrieve it. That means to get it back. The master, the great teacher, kept sitting peacefully on the rock and continued his reading. This is also very fine. You can easily follow these lines. Now let's read the concluding stanza. At sunset, Raghunath came back. He begged him to show him the place where it fell. The teacher took the other bangle and threw it into the water, saying, "There it is." You see, after a long search in the river, Raghunath couldn't find the bangle and came back to his master. And Raghunath asked the master the exact place where the bangle had fallen. And finally, as an answer for his disciple, the great master took the another bangle and threw it into the exact place in the river where the former bangle had fallen. And by throwing the other bangle into the river, the master said to his disciple, "There it is." Thus the poem is ended. Now it is your turn to find out the real essence of these lines written by the famous writer Rabindranath Tagore. You see, dear students, Govinda's disciple, this beautiful poem brings into focus the master-disciple relationship. You know the meaning of disciple? It is the follower or the Shishya, Guru-Shishya relationship, and shows how the master teaches values through living examples of painful experiences. You see, the master is teaching this Shishya by showing a painful experience in his life. Finally, we can say that through the poem, the poet gives the message that true masters do not value materialistic trinket. Okay? That is the message given by the poet through these beautiful lines. Thank you, and read the poem once or twice after listening this video. Okay, thank you.